I've been dreaming of traveling to Vietnam and crossing the country by motorbike for the longest time. And this year, I was finally able to do it with my wife. We rented a Honda XR 150 and traveled for over 3,300 kilometers from north to south during an entire month. We started our trip in Hanoi, went to the extreme north, and from there, made our way to Ho Chi Minh City, driving through mountains, jungles, small villages, and large cities. We enjoyed local food, explored caves, lakes, and historical landmarks in what was for us an adventure of a lifetime. Join us as we travel through this amazing country and explore its beauty every step of the way. Vas-y mec. Si, t'as achevé. Oh, it's 41 H and K.
Please the second aisle to your right.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome.
I'm currently in Hanoi on my way to get a motorbike. I'm renting a motorbike from Ticket, which is one of the reputable brands around here. When you're in Vietnam and you want to go on a motorbike trip, you have basically two options. You can either rent or you can buy. I think back in the day people would prefer to buy it because it was dirt cheap. They would get a Honda Win or Minsk. However, with the years, apparently those bikes are pretty much shot, you know. Tourists, they don't really take care of them. They just do the trip and then they resell them. So if you rent it, it's usually in the company's best interest to have it well maintained. Just be sure to get your international motorbike license. It's probably better. Try to get an insurance and you're good to go then.
So you go to Ho Chi Minh City.
Yep.
Do you want that drive and we do contact later?
What do you mean, sir?
Or do you want a test ride bike?
Sure. Yeah.
So now you go back to contact and we show you.
Okay, so it's 11 p.m. We're about to go to bed, and this was a really long day because we got the motorbike. It was a very good experience. The guys were very knowledgeable, gave us quite a few tips. Then we headed over to the hotel, dropped the bike as it's kind of difficult to park in the city center. And then we got some food at a place called Maison 1929. Now the presentation was good, the waiters were really nice. However, I feel like it was maybe a little bit overpriced. But anyway, it was not too bad. After that, we went to this place called Omamari to get a massage. It was really great. And the cool thing about this place is you have visually impaired or blind people who work there. So not only is it a massage, but it's also a kind of association that helps blind and visually impaired people. The final thing we did is we got a banh mi at this place called Banh Mi 25. It was really good, delicious actually. And it's a pretty famous place here in Hanoi. There's quite a few now. There used to be only one with really long queues, but I think there's like 3 or 4 now. After that, we're about to go home, but then we got sidetracked because it is Christmas actually, and there was quite a big show in front of the cathedral. There's a lot of people in the streets, and it was just crazy to navigate. I know there's a lot of scooters in Hanoi, but today was a little bit crazier than usually, I think. After this very long day, I think we're about to go to bed, and we need to get ready for tomorrow's journey. So we need to get up early, pack the bike, get all the things on the bike, and then leave for our next destination, which is Ha Giang. So we've been riding for about 3 hours now, which means we're halfway there. At first the road was very busy in Hanoi, there's traffic everywhere, there's buses, trucks, just very hectic. And then the further you get away from Hanoi, the more calm the road gets. It's a lot more enjoyable now. And it's getting really, really beautiful. I think we'll stop somewhere on the way to get coffee or something to eat. There's a lot of little stops or coffee shops along the way.
Okay, so this is our first stop to get some food, and we have no clue what we ordered. We were just asked if we're safe with vegetable food, so we said yeah. And yeah, we're just waiting to see whatever we'll get. So definitely not a vegetarian dish, but even better. There's beef, some cabbage and some rice. Pretty good.
Overall, it cost us 200 dong for 2 people. I'm not sure if we got a little bit ripped off or not, or if this is the regular price, but you know what? At the end of the day, I think that if I'm okay with the price, well, it's not a big deal. We're about 30 kilometers from Ha Giang, and I just forgot something. I've never actually shown you the bike. So here it is. It's a Honda XR. It's 150cc, which is pretty small when you look at most European touring bikes, but it's actually bigger than most Vietnamese bikes. There's 2 of us on it, plus a lot of luggage. We tried to be minimalistic, but obviously that didn't work out. To get all this luggage, we have an extended rack, as you can see here. And what else? Well, we have a phone holder, really convenient for Google Maps. And then have a little GoPro mount for my action cam. Let's continue the last 30-40 minutes we have left. Get to Ha Giang and then book in our hostel or hotel, whatever we booked at, I don't really remember, and start this journey.
Okay, so we made it to Ha Giang finally, and this is the first place we're staying at. Let me do a little tour. So we have a private room, the window. I think there's gonna be a nice view here in the morning. Queen bed. AC it looks nice. And toilet plus shower. Yeah. Everything you need. First day is finally over, or the first day of the motorbike trip. We got a little bit of food, but we're I think too tired to go to any restaurant. We're just gonna try to go to bed a little bit earlier and then head to Yen Minh tomorrow. From there, we'll decide where we stay next because we don't have anything else booked. So we'll see how we feel tomorrow and then go from there.
So the motorbike is ready, and this is our first day of the Ha Giang loop finally. Our first destination is Yen Minh, and it's a 3-hour journey to Yen Minh. So yeah, we have quite some time. It's 9 a.m. right now. We'll probably stop along the way and enjoy the views, hopefully. Let's go. So we're leaving the city of Ha Giang as we speak. The plan is just to go and start the loop right away. Сейчас нас остановит. Боже мой. Ciao. So we finally left the city of Ha Giang, and on the way out we got stopped by the police, traffic control, and they just asked us for our international license, which I have. So they just looked at it and said, yep, you're good to go. Heard of stories where you have to pay the police to get out of these situations, but apparently, since the international license is now recognized, as long as you have it, you're good to go and everything's in order. We got very lucky with this day because it was very misty in the morning and now cleared out, and it's supposed to be a very sunny and pretty warm day for the month of December. We've only been riding for 30 minutes here, but the scenery is already breathtaking. It's really gorgeous. I mean, I know you see videos and pictures of this place, but to see it in real life is, it's something else. You know, this is just the beginning. I'm sure we're gonna have even better views going further. Also, the cool thing, the road it's in pretty good condition, at least for now. It's in really good condition, I would say, and there's not a lot of tourists. We didn't see anyone else. For now, it's only locals. And this region is really particular in Vietnam because it's the region where the majority of people are minorities or from minorities. I think the further we go, the more interesting this trip will become. Well, we just stopped at a really beautiful spot to drink some coffee with a beautiful view on the valley. And at first no one was there, but then eventually a whole group of people with easy riders came along. So it's basically people who don't want to ride their own motorbike, they'll rent a bike with a driver. And I guess it's a good option if you don't want to go through the hassle of driving or don't know how to. I really prefer to do this on my own, just because I enjoy riding motorbikes. And if you enjoy riding motorbikes, I mean, this road is amazing. Anyway, let's go further on our trip to Yen Minh. I think we have about more than an hour and a half left. Oh, there's no bridge in front of us, but there's a tiny bridge here. Oh, let's go. Okay, it's all good.
We eventually stumbled upon this abandoned French fort that unfortunately I can't tell you much about as I can't find anything about it on the internet. The only thing I can tell you is that it's located somewhere between Ha Giang and Yen Minh, and it offers a beautiful view.
So an interesting thing that we realized is that as we drive through the Hmong villages here, the building that, let's say, the most well-maintained is often the school. I mean, they're just in impeccable condition. They look clean, well-maintained, and yeah, just really nice. I guess it's good to know that they're putting so much effort into education. It really kind of proves where the country is going, hopefully in a better direction. I'm sure it is. I'm sure this will be an even better place in 10 years. We're actually an hour away, so it said Yen Minh, but it's actually 40 minutes further, so it's probably in the middle of nowhere, to be honest. We just arrived at the homestay that we're gonna stay the night at, and it is amazing. This is a real homestay, which I really like. It's like a dad and his kids. There's a really nice view. There's some roads you can walk on. Let me show you the room itself, which is pretty cool, I think. Really nice view. And yeah, bathroom, so you can do what you got to do while having a beautiful view at the surrounding mountains.
We ended this day by having one of the most delicious meals of the entire journey. Then we chatted a little bit with other people who were at the homestay and eventually went to bed.